We start by beating the red rematch to get to Fall Arbor Town, where we nab a Sudowoodo and an Altaria, then witness Team Magma take a meteorite from some rando scientist guy. So to get it back, we chase him to the top of Mount Chimney. Before we can face the leader Archie, we have to defeat Magma admin Tabitha. Snap Snap gets off a single Crush Claw against the Dodrio before Double Edge Recoil takes him out. Struggler intimidates and baits an electric attack for Volty to get a free switch in. Her Surf looks to be a 2-shot, but we just miss out, leaving him in the low red. This is nothing that switch healing can't handle, however, so once we're back at full HP, we get off the finishing blow. We send out Tree to take a head smash, or he would have if it wasn't a crit, which KO'd him. That's a shame. It does let us switch in Little Shock for free though, who one-shots with Surf. Flygon comes out, Struggler gets an Intimidate off, then ... comes into Ice Beam for the one-shot. Manectric can't do much to Volty, and in fact heals her twice, before going down to some Bubble Beams. Volty gets some chip damage against Weezing, but I quickly realize I need a safe switch, and the only way to do that is make a sacrifice. Snap Snap dies, allowing Little Shock to survive a gunk shot after just missing the KO in order to win the battle next turn. Would this even be attempt 32 if we weren't losing more Pokemon? Maxie is next, and though the team can get through unscathed, we are super vulnerable to any critical hits. He starts with a Registeel, who Magma can 2-shot. Claydol comes out, Struggler switches into an Earthquake, gets off a single Waterfall, then Claydol goes boom. No crit thankfully, so Struggler lives to see another day. Trunks guarantees no crits, so he comes in to take an Ice Punch before head smashing for the one-shot. Maxie sends in Houndoom, and we counter with Volcano. With no crit on his crunch, Earthquake gets the KO. It's I Feel Happy vs Crobat, Poison Fang, no crit, so we Psychic one-shot. Finally, the Dusclops comes out, whose stat lower can 3-shot. With still no crits from Maxie, we actually win the battle with no losses. That went way better than expected. Where we do lose a Pokemon to a crit is from one of Flannery's gym trainers, Beauty Danielle. Rip Intina. Still, we have access to a few more encounters before we take on Flannery. I grab Machoke and Torkoal, and it's time to start team planning. Now, I quickly come to the conclusion that I'll need to sacrifice a Pokemon to get a safe win. I seriously agonize over this decision, going back and forth between my mono-type fire Pokemon, Campfire and Magma. Campfire has a better moveset, but Magma's special attack is better. And there's also Torkoal to consider, who is, once again, completely different. I also take Mantine into consideration, as we already have a water flying type in Gyarados, though their movesets and stats are so different. Then I realize, the perfect sacrifice. I actually still haven't caught my Route 106 and Route 107 encounters back in Dewford, where I'm guaranteed a Seal and a Clamperl. Now, my recording software stopped recording without me realizing, so I don't have footage of me catching them, but please welcome our newest team members. This is Flippers the Seal, and this is Sacrifice the Clamperl. I wonder what we're going to do with him. Jumping into Flannery, this time we can take advantage of a Primeape. Reversal one-shots the Ninetales, Rock Slide obliterates Charizard, Blaziken goes down to a Reversal. Half our team down, just like that. The same strat won't work against Arcanine, however, as it has a priority move that can one-shot us before we can touch him. Trunks comes out, surviving on 31 HP, then bringing Arcanine down to the same amount with Endeavor. I expect an extreme speed, so I send in Storm to take it, but he actually Heat Waves, bringing her down to the yellow. We go straight into Rapidash, who takes the Heat Wave well, lives against an extreme speed in the yellow, then Drill Runs for the KO. Typhlosion is next, so we send in Sacrifice, who, unfortunately, is one-shot with Earthquake. Oh no. Anyway, low HP comes back out, Reversal, and for the first time we've earned the 4th gym badge. From here, Brendan gives us the Go Goggles, allowing our Route 111 and Mirage Tower encounters. And then it's time to backtrack to Petalburg to face the gym leader, our dear old dad. Now, in general, if the AI in this game sees a KO, it will always take it. But there's the occasional exception programmed in, and that's Norman's Espeon, who will always skill swap turn 1. We can take advantage of that. We let Espeon get Truant, then before the Slacking can attack, we KO it. Furthermore, because of the way double battles work in Gen 3, we can kill Slacking's replacement Swellow in one shot as well. So great turn 1. Now Espeon is loafing around, so we only need to worry about Tauros. As Quick Attack will KO low HP, he's guaranteed to go for it, letting us switch in Campfire as Pikachu Volt tackles itself down to the red. Now it's baiting the Quick Attack. I sort of expected a Psychic into Pikachu from Espeon as well, but it skill swaps Truant into Rapidash. Thankfully it doesn't affect our plan however, as Mega Horn one-shots. Snorlax comes out, one of the Pokemon that can only attack when it's asleep, and can only go to sleep if it's damaged. So for the time being we ignore it. Donphan head smashes for the KO on Tauros, while Campfire switches out, as the other option was to loaf around for the turn. The last real threat, Kangaskhan, comes out. As it shouldn't see a KO, it should fake out, though which Pokemon I can't predict. Either way, one of our mons gets self-damage, in this case Trunks with the head smash. I double up the Kangaskhan, however a single head smash is all it takes, which means we damage Snorlax. This means it can rest the next turn and start swinging the next. I used this one free turn to get a switch into low HP, my hardest hitter, but he doesn't even end up resting, just more setup. Plus, Trunks gets a crit, which ignores the buffs and brings Snorlax down to the low red. From here, it's an easy win, and we've beaten Norman for the first time. This unlocks the Surf HM and so many new encounters. On 105, the most common is Unknown, so I choose to hatch my Why Not egg there. With Sharpedo, Electrode and Horsey joining our team, we get ready to take on the Aqua Grunts in the Weather Institute and see whether we're going to get our first Winona win in the next part.